Before we start this session, thank you so much for joining and introduce yourself. And I hope after this session you will able to learn so many things and you would easily decide, okay, how the analytics actually change your career path if you would like to choose. And in the initial 90 days, like what kind of the things that you should able to follow. Because before starting this domain, if you can see my background also, like I have coming from the non-tech background. Aniket. I did not learn initially all these things in my graduation. I came from the mechanical engineering background, and now you can see I am able to work leading the project in the global organizations like Accenture currently. So if you can see, I started my journey as an intern at a Cellular Technology in the year 2020, 29. That particular company, I have received my first hands-on experience to work with real world data project using Power BI, SQL Server, and Microsoft Excel as well. So I worked that particular company almost 9 to 10 months. After that, they gave me PPO, and that same moment of time, I received the offer from the Schneider Electric, where I was a part of the Australian team, and I almost worked 2 years for that particular company. I was a part of the global research analytics team, and I was able to handle the requirement different countries. Initially I was a part of the Australian team, but after that they moved for me to collection and handling the requirement across the globe, like USA, Bangkok, Budapest, European region. These are the regions which I closely work my internal stakeholder. They just given to me the requirement, and as a data analyst, I was able to convert those requirements to the business solutions, right? And my domain that time I was working in the energy domain. Then later that I worked Polaris again, that is the another product-based company. I was working closely with EMEA and APEC region, part of the supply chain management and finance analytics. I worked almost 1 year, and today you can see I'm a part of the Accenture AI division. So initially I started intern, then moving data analyst, and now I am a part of the generative AI and AI team in the Accenture itself, where I was able to handle and giving some business solution to handling some product which is related about the generative AI, O2C, P2P, these kind of the finance related project. When I started my journey 2019, I always struggling so much to lot initially, because coming from the different background, always initially we struggle a lot of, because we could not able to find the right mentor in that moment of time. If I'm talking about 2018 to 19, nowadays definitely the people are more active on the LinkedIn, so they can easily reach out. But if I'm talking about in the year 2018-19, so it was really challenging for me, uh, and it was really struggling for me. But I was able to manage to learn all these things for myself, and I learned a lot of things from the what is the like initially I made a lot of mistakes, but I learned those mistakes. So in these sessions, what I am going to teach you and I am going to help you, if you are going to start your journey in the data domain, analytics domain, so what kind of the mistake you should able to overcome, so you will able to save your lot of time. And those things I have already guided couple of my students. I have a part of pre-place, TopMate, Australian mentoring platform to guided the student. Those are coming from the especially the non-technical backgrounds, and now they are rolled very good companies also, right? Because these are my expertise, and my mission is now I need to help especially the people those are working their current domain, but they always have a potential to start their journey in the data world. So what kind of the shift they are going to follow, we are going to discuss like this. Definitely, if you would like to start your journey as a professional, so you will able to find everything in the Google. But in the initially 60 to 90 days, that is very, very crucial. Any kind of the domain. It's not like a data domain. Whatever the domain and whatever the expertise that we are going to select in that point of time, it is very important. Like why we are choosing this, and is it good for me, and how I will able to achieve the things so the people actually would able to notice my profile. And there are couple of another things also available in the data profession which we don't know about it. So first of all, why we can choose data analytics? Because we know what the AI also comes to the pictures. So it is the recession proof field or not? First, I need to explain you. See, first of all, you need to understand data analytics boom every time it is increased for the high demand. Every day data has been increased, right? If I'm going to commenting something, if I'm going to edit something, like every e-commercial website, every retail sector website, financial sector website, we can see the data has been increased. So who is responsible to manage those data? First of all, so the every person, every companies, they want the data person, they can manage their data, and they have some knowledge about to knowledge to give some business solution also. And that particular field, you don't need to require so much coding. But again, you have some basic understanding about the programming, you have some understanding about reporting, data storytelling, you have some understanding about storytelling. If these things you should able to do that and add on in your profile, so things in your hand. So if you are going to start your journey now in this year, so what is your first step? So we can split your journey. If you can ask me, and if somebody asks me, Mukesh, if you are living in 2025, and now suppose you are an entry level person, so what kind of the strategy that you are going to follow to start your journey as a data analyst or data professional? So first, definitely in the phase one, I have split out these strategy in three phases. First, phase one. Second, you can see the phase two, and third is a phase three. So what we are going to do that in the phase one, we should able to focus first of all to learn the core tools and concept. Definitely, without understanding the tools, without understanding the skills, it is very difficult for us to navigate the journey. But every time we should able to focus our fundamental. Let's say if you can start your journey to learning the Power BI, so you should not able to focus only for the tool specific knowledge. You should able to focus how you can connect the requirement. And like what is, if suppose if somebody told you, okay, Atul, this is the this is the Power BI report that you are going to develop in your company. So can you please let me know, like what kind of the impact did you achieve in your project in your last company, and what is the use cases, and what is your contribution? And if I'm talking about your contribution, if interviewer asks you, so you need to always put the numbers. If you are going to prepare some project, so what kind of the numbers you are going to present in front of the stakeholder? Because numbers always play important role. It's not
Correct.
like that theoretically you just explore the Power BI visualization. See, Power BI first of all, it's not like a visualization. If you will be the part of the industry, so you will able to see so many things in the BI tools. So power visualization, it is a small part of that particular tool.
Correct.
Later that you will able to explore yourself to handle some complex calculation, writing some text, creating some calculated field, and your 70 to 75% time is spent to create these calculations. And how, and more important for these calculations, you should have very good functional knowledge. If you don't have that particular function knowledge, so it is very difficult for you to build those logics to creating the data model. So always learn the fundamental, and always learn that particular functional part. Let's say if you are going to interest finance domain, so you should able to prepare the project only for those particular domain. And let's say if you are already working professional, and in last year couple of years you have already part of finance domain and maybe whatever the healthcare sector, so always you should able to try to apply the opportunity in your same domain, because it really help you to enter data domain very easily. Because see, you need to understand, if we are going to apply the data analyst, so technical skill set is not that much important nowadays, because we know about it. We can use AI
Yes.
and all these things to debugging the tool. Why they should hire? They should hire for you if you are a very good functional person, if you are a very good storyteller, your manage stakeholder management skills very good, and you should able to convert your technical specification into the business solutions. So
Correct.
business acumen skills also very important. And how you will able to learn those things, that you need to once, let's say if you are going to create any one project, so initially if you are going to prepare your one project, so you need to understand the data first, you need to understand the requirement, how it is coming from, and after that you can navigate all these things in that particular. Okay, as a data analyst I have started my journey from this. I have
Mm.
started my journey from this, and now I can moving from, first I can learn Excel, because see every industry we can use different tools, Atul. We can use Excel also, Power BI also, SQL also, and all these are the tool we can, data cleaning also. Excel also we can do that data cleaning. Power BI also we can do that, and SQL also. Again, it depends company to company which
Correct.
tool they are going to prefer. But
Yes.
the basic steps which you should always know about, like if you are going to do that, the data cleaning part, so first you need to understand how you can extract the data, how you can transform the data. Some companies are using Alteryx also. In my last organization, I was able to use Alteryx, right? Because they are pretty much comfortable for that particular tool, right?
True.
So yeah, so I don't know about you are aware about the Alteryx, but it is also ETL tool, right? So whatever the things and stuff we can do that for the SQL writing the query, we can all things do that for the Alteryx. Even I was not aware for the Alteryx in my previous organization when I joined the Polydis, but I was able to handle and I was able to crack that particular interview. Why? Because my basic and fundamental is good. So I can explain, okay, because initially when I joined the Schneider, I was able to work Tableau and Excel, but still I was able to grab that particular offer. Even I did not work that tool. Why? But because my data storytelling is very good. So nowadays we are living in 2025, and we can see there are so much competitions. Now, if somebody notice your profile and somebody want to hire your profile, so what is the different which you should able to put on front of them in their tables? Your business skills, your data storytelling skills. Like, so these are the more important. So you should not able to rely only for the technical skill set, first of all. You should
Correct.
learn like how you can transform those things to convert. Like, let's say if you have done one project, so what is the purpose for that project? Like what your achievements? So if I'm talking about your achievements, so you should always able to tell the numbers, right?
Correct.
Let's say if you are a part of churn analysis project, so in that particular project, see there are multiple people are the part of that particular project, right?
Yes.
You know about as a data analyst, we are working different projects, right? But
Yes.
what is your role? That you should able to tell, okay, when I was joining this particular project, uh, and I was a part of the reporting section, the data, and initially the developer already given to me the data with the help of the Snowflake. I was pull the data, in my Power BI environment, and I was able to understand my problem requirement. And initially, I can see the churn rate was 10%. But when I was moving that particular project, so I was able to help those people to increase 25%, 35%. So you always show some numbers, quantify.
Yes.
This is the same thing which you can utilize your profile while creating your resume, while creating your LinkedIn profile. This is the part is very important. Most of the people, because I have trained the people, they always told, sir, I have done all these things that I have learned some certification because, but still we are not cracking the job interview. Why? Because they are still following some old traditional method which is not working at all now. Now
Correct.
recruiter more interested like what is your achievement and what is the number that you are going to bring the in the papers, right? So this is the phase one, phase two, and all these things you can apply the project as I said. So project is very important, right? After the learning core tools, you need to mention all these things in your projects. And once you will able to complete your project, then you need to prepare one portfolio. See, this is the very important for the fresher people, right? But as an entry level person, let's say if you have not working at all previously, so what you should able to do that you can prepare your one portfolio. In that particular portfolio, you can put all these project, and I'm talking about the project. It's not like a single project you are going to build at. See, one end-to-end project you need to build in your profile where you can do the data cleaning, data collections, and reporting section also like Excel, SQL, Power BI, SQL, Power BI, Python, Power BI, Python, Tableau. So all these skills, because again, when we are a part of the data analyst, so we are not working at one tool. We are going to work data cleaning also, reporting also, connection also.
Yes.
So most of the people and even the training companies, they are following only for the, okay, let's say if you are joining any kind of the training company program. So they just told, okay, you can develop one SQL project, two Power BI project, and one Python project. But if you are coming from a different background, so how you can justify your past experience? Right. So this is
Right.
the way which you can justify your past experience. See, you need to explain the things. Okay, you have some foundational skill set, but in your last company you were not able to receive that kind of the opportunity. But last couple of months you have done those things. So recruiter will able to attract your profile. Okay. So always building your foundational data skill set that I already told you. The first step always you need to go for basic things. So as a data analyst, we never directly switch for the SQL and all these things. First, we need to pretty much hands-on the data, using the data, and how we can hands-on the data. We can use some Excel files. We can use some Google file, right? Maybe we can build some our finance tracker, right? Our health tracker, something like that. We can build on that. At least we can
Correct.
build some report in the Excel, which actually show the people like how it will help you to understand the data from the scratch, right?
Okay.
So
Mhm.
yeah, so Excel, it is the tool which actually show you like how you are comfortable for the data, because it
Right.
actually help you to cleaning things. See, whatever the things you are going to use in the SQL and Python, right, the basic should be the same. First, you need
Yes.
to understand. Like, if you are a very
Right.
good in the, you are using the Excel, so there are so much functions. Like in the Excel, we can use lookup. Same thing we can use in the SQL in the join. So concept are the same, but the functionality are the different.
Yes.
Okay. So these things you should able to understand. That's why I always told the people, most of the people say why we should able to follow the Excel.
Mhm.
See, Excel again. See, I almost completed 5 year in this industry, and you also pretty much experienced. So you know about Excel always. It is a tool. Even might be possible if you will be the part of the interview, they will not ask you any questions. But might be possible once you will able to join the organization, they actually expect from you, okay, you are a very good in the Excel. They never give you spoon feed training. Currently, I am working in the Accenture and I have received the data set in the Excel. Data validation I have done in the
Correct.
Excel. Right?
Yes, same,
Yeah,
same,
yeah,
same.
data
Yeah.
validation. So these are the basic things. So they will expect with you, okay, you are a very good in those part. Okay. So data cleaning. So initially, if you are a very good, so I told you, okay, you can skip. But if you are not explore, see, this will give you to improve your decision making, to improve your logical thinking. Correct? If you are going to do that, all these things in the Excel data cleaning, sorting and filtering, pivot table and chart, so it will give you, because see, once you will be the part of the industry, definitely you will be the part of the data that is very huge, right?
Right.
And yeah, so they don't give you that much time for the analysis, right? So if you are pretty much comfortable to handle all these calculation in the Excel and all these data cleaning, filtering, so that will very easier for you to understand the data part. Then after that, you can move for the SQL part, right? So in the SQL, in the initially level, first you need to, once you will be the start your journey as a data analyst, right? And first 90 days, you need to understand again, SQL is a very important.
Yes.
You can't skip the SQL. Most of the companies, 70 to 80% interviews are involving for the SQL. So definitely SQL is a very, maybe Python you can skip basic, but SQL you should able to learn advanced level. So you should know about it, how you can data retrieve with the help of the SQL, select close, how you can select the data, whatever the filter which you should able to apply that particular query, how you can utilize some aggregation. So all these things you should able to learn first of all.
Okay.
Then,
Mhm.
yeah, aggregation. So aggregation also very important, right? The sum functions, average function, count function, it actually help us to summarize our last data set. And interview
Yes.
perspective also, it is a very good topic.
Crucial. Yes.
Yeah. Now, after that, you can start grouping and filtering, combining the data. And after that, you can try some advanced function in the SQLize window function, CT. But these are the basic and structure, right? If you will able to learn this, that, then after that, you can move window functions, CT, views, and index. And once you should able to learn those things, then you can practice to understand your way of the thinking with the help of the project. So here I have mentioned there is a one website, SQL Bolt and Mode Analytics. So initially, if you are a beginner, so you can try to practice some hands-on queries with the help of these two platforms.
Okay.
SQL
Mm.
Bolt and Mode Analytics you can try. Or otherwise, you can create your one project as well also to pick in some database, student database. So once you will able to learn all these things in the SQL, now we can pull the data in our business intelligence tools, right? Right. So
Right.
business intelligence tool, there are so many ways which we can pull the data. If you are, I'm talking about, let's say, as of now, Power BI. So there are so many data connectors. We can connect the data Excel, CSV, SQL. We can directly write the queries, enter the views, store procedure. Same, we can connect the and pull the data in the Tableau also. There are variety of the data connector already available, these two tools. So with the
Yes.
help of these tools, we can import the data, create the various chart like bar chart, pie maps, and all these things. So see, this is the things which you will able to try. That's why I was talking about the end-to-end project. So this is the way which you can try end-to-end project to develop the data, develop the data dashboard, right?
Correct.
So now after that, and now to see this, and it will take almost your 4 weeks of the time, right? Whatever the things which I told you, now you are going to entering in week 5, right? So whatever the steps which I told you, like initially what you can do, that data downloaded, then second step data cleaning, now third steps KPI. See, this is the basic steps which we
Yes.
can do that as a data analyst,
Correct.
right? So all these steps you can try to build the dashboard while you are going to enter that particular, putting that project in your portfolio. As of now, I'm considered one project is a sales dashboard, right? So this is the hierarchy for that particular project actually showcase your end-to-end analytics capability in front of the recruiter. This is the flow. This is the way. This is the path which you can follow. Okay. KPI
Yes.
analysis insight because they are pretty much uh, asking you like what kind of the KPI you have done, what is the tax, what is the chart have were you able to prepare, well, like line chart, scatter plot, and why you can choose the scatter plot, what is the major reason behind that. So
Correct.
these are the some real questions they are going to ask with you, right? Until and if you
Yes.
are focusing about only for the technical things, so things will not do that nowadays. They will more understand, they want to more under, because see they are considered with you for uh, some experienced guy, and if you are told, sir, I was not working this skill set and this project in my last company, they will never hire you because
Correct.
see you don't want to consider yourself as a fresher. Even I was not able to consider when I was able to trying to switching my first company though. That's why I was able to receive very good hike. So this is
Right.
the thing you should able to understand. You whenever if you are going to work your profile, whenever you are going to work your resume, so always understand your resume, understand that particular job description. After that, optimize your resume according to their requirement. And every companies you need to create some different story to understand their profile. Let's
Yes.
say if the recruiter are looking forward Power BI and you are starting from the Tableau, they will never hire you.
It doesn't
So
make any sense. True.
yeah, yeah. So that's why whenever you will able to apply the opportunity, just go for that particular job description, go for their requirement. Again, optimize your resume, keep it simple resume, and accordingly you need to prepare your projects and you need to create some day storytelling and explain those projects, right? So
Right.
there are different ways which we can present the insight here. Like this is the first project. Initially, I told you this is the first project which you can show. Now here I am talking about the second portfolio project, which you can expect it and you will able to consider to put. So the second portfolio project, you what you can do that you can done some SQL queries, right? You can show your SQL skills, like how you can extract the data from the customer segment and basically what kind of the analysis which you actually show this particular project. Like, so you can do that for the SQL extraction, you can do for the Excel analysis also, right? There are the two
Right.
way which you can follow. Either you can follow the SQL extraction, either you can follow the Excel analysis to show the customer insight. So this is the way. And now I'm not telling you you should able to focus only for this project, but this is the way. Maybe you can pick some another domain, maybe you can pick some different case study, but the analysis you should, let's say if you are going to choose the e-commerce sales. So in the e-commerce sale, you need to put the analysis like how the customer actually put the comments in the Amazon and Flipkart. I'm talking about there are some positive feedback, there are some negative here, but
Right.
how that kind of analysis actually help the company. Let's say if I am a co-founder of the Flipkart and Amazon, so what kind of the insight that you are going to provide with me, so I will able to increase my strategy in my website or in my application. Like, so how I
Right.
can analyze my customer behavior. Like, so first I just open, okay, last 6 months Amazon, I can see the most customer are focusing for the electronic items. And electronic items also, they are more focusing in that particular categories.
Hmm.
And I can see there are customer, they actually landed up my product in that particular website but they are not purchased that particular project. So what is the reason behind that? What kind of the things which I tell my marketing team so I will able to improve my business part, my sales part. So these strategy as a founder I can discuss with my marketing team, I can discuss with my sales once I will able to receive the insight from the data team. So this is a role which you can expect if you are going to join Amazon and Flipkart. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Any question till now so far?
No, Mukesh, all good, all good. I'm following you.
Okay, okay, great, great. Let me know if you have any question, right? Till
Sure,
now,
sure.
or any doubt. So now, as I already told, as I already tell initially, you need to develop some data storytelling skills, right? And whenever if you are going to work any kind of the project, so you need to understand, you need to understand the way and the path, like how you can collect the data, how you can analyze the trends, how can visualize your results, developing the insight and report finding that will help you. So these are the steps which you need to follow to improve your data storytelling, and all these things you need to conclude your project. Maybe you can write one phrase. Let's say I'm just giving you my example, sir. If suppose day after tomorrow, if I will be schedule one of my interview. So my first step, first I need to understand the job description. Then I have to check the profile of my recruiter, and I need to understand whether he and she is a technical or functional. If he and she is a technical person, so I will able to focus more on my technical things,
Right.
right? And if I can see, okay, he and she is the director level person, more senior person, I know about, they are not going to asking so much technical. They are more focusing project related stuff. So I have
Correct.
prepared one document, right? I go through the OpenAI tools. I have to write a few prompts. Okay, this is a retail project, and I suppose if you are a part of data analyst for that particular retail project, right? And these are the skill set. So OpenAI actually helped me to prepare those kind of the walkway script, that
Okay.
particular project. And those
Mhm.
walkway script I will able to explain in front of my recruiter to understand, right? And they will pretty much excited. Even I was not working those two, but they are pretty much confident, right? So these
Right.
are the strategy which I have followed, and my student also followed. Even they are coming from sales and marketing background, but they got the job. Right,
Okay.
there is a one girl, Ritika. She was coming from sales background, and she actually joined my 6 month of the mentorship program. And she was coming totally business development executive profile. And now she got a job as a business analyst using those storytelling skills and learning some technical stuff.
It's
So
great.
nowadays you need to understand it's not like that only for the technical skills that you should able to focus. So these kind of the things also you need to understand and you can acquire your profile. Okay.
Yes. Mukesh.
So now we are going to week 8. Now till now, whatever the things which we have to complete it, week 6 and 7. Now week 8, whatever the project which you have completed, now it's the time you need to refine by the recruiter. As I told, the prompt which I told you, you need to structure your case study, you need to articulate your problem, what tool that you have to use. You can write some prompt, okay, this is a project I have done, and this is the case study, and tomorrow my interview. Can you please prepare me the walkway script as a data analyst? So it actually give you each and every steps. Suppose if you are a part of that particular industry as a data analyst, so what is the your job responsibility? Like how you can extract the data, how you can collect the data, how you can report these things. So that particular walkway help you to present your project in front of the skills. Sorry, front of the recruiter. Okay.
Right. Mm.
And again, once you will able to complete your project, you need to host your project. You can use your Google Drive, you can use your own website, GitHub, right? So this is very good, important things. Most of the people are not able to put their GitHub profile. But nowadays there is the two things. People always check your GitHub profile. They can always check your LinkedIn nowadays. They can always check your portfolio,
Yes.
right? So these three things very important. So you should always work on those things. Okay. Now
Yes.
I have done all these things. Now coming back to the picture about the resume. Resume is your first impression. So whenever if you are going to build your resume, keep it one page, keep it a skill section like technical skill set, your soft skill set, all these things you can mention. And whenever if you are going to write your summary, you can something like that start. Okay, you are a data analyst already 4 year experience, right? And suppose if you are coming different background, so you need to split your experience. You have a overall 7 year of experience, including 2 years of experience as a data analyst, right? Something like that.
Yes.
Three
Correct.
key projects at least, some certification. So certification like Google Analytics kind of the certification, Coursera, these are the certification if you can do that, so that will show your credibility, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, Udemy kind of the certification, it's just your learning. But again, you are thinking about, okay, if we can learn, do that the certificate that will help you to clear your interview. No, this is not like that. There is only one part. If you have a right skill set, if you have a right potential, and you know about how you can present and how you can sell yourself in front of the recruiter, so they can hire you. Even
Correct.
in my resume, I have never mentioned so much certification, but still I was able to grab the multiple offer, and all are coming from the multinational company, right? Because I know about how I am able to sell myself in front of the recruiter. Okay,
Yes.
and whenever if you are going to save your resume, so this is the extension which you are going to follow. Okay, so your name, what is your name, and what is like your designation that you are going to apply, something like that. And after that maybe you can mention year also, like
Yes.
2025 and 2024, something like that. Okay,
Yes.
then the most important part, to optimize your LinkedIn profile, right? So if I'm
Yes.
talking about optimize your, you need to mention your clean professional portfolio. This is your week 10 plan, expiring, this is your headline, expiring data analysis, and you need to always mention. See, whenever somebody are looking forward, looking for data analyst person, and so let's say if I'm a HR, so these are the things very important for your LinkedIn profile checklist.
Yes.
Yeah, this is your about section, and every time your about section show your unique story. What is the unique things that you are going to bring on their table, and that actually stands different from the other people. So this is your about section, right?
Correct.
So this is always you can mention some unique story, some unique goals, and all these things. And if you are going to looking for the position, say you can always open to work your patch. This is the batch. So the people actually notice your profile and they can directly reach out to you. So add some relevant skills, right? And whenever if you are going to build, whenever you are going to update your LinkedIn profile, so it's not like that you can just prepare all these things like profile checklist, and every day you can write something, you can post something, you can add your project, you can share your learning and engage the people. And I'm talking about the engage the people. The people are already pretty much active, they are already very good LinkedIn follower, like 20K, 50K. So you need to try to connect those people, try to engage those posts. So it will help you to improve and boost your profile, which
Yes.
most of the people are lacking. See, nowadays you need to consider LinkedIn is just like your digital resume. If you are not going to active with the LinkedIn, so that will also very difficult for you to find a good opportunity. You never rely only for the Naukri platform. because that is also very crowded platform nowadays,
Right.
right? So always share your learning. Maybe you can decide every week you can share one post, right? You can share your industry relevant post, you can connect your relevant peers, you can connect some recruiters, some analytics manager, some CEO, and ask some referral.
Right.
But if your LinkedIn profile is very good now, so they directly reach out to you. So you need to understand those things also, right? So these are the target roles which you can try in your week 11 and 12, like data analyst, business intelligence. Again, these are the some position which is the entry level person, but you should able to try some good position like business intelligence developer, senior data analyst, right? Uh, uh, Decision analyst also, something like that. And these are the some platform which you can follow to apply the opportunity. So as I said,
Right.
if you are going to prepare your interview, practice explaining at least 3 projects, the walkway script which I told you, using OpenAI, common interview question, and always tell what if whatever the project which you have done, so why you have done, like what is your achievement, what tools have you used, why you have to use Power BI, why you have not used the Tableau, something like that. And every week you can aim 10 roles per week you can apply. Most of the people are telling me, sir, I have applied 5 to 6 opportunity, but still I have not. So nowadays, you can need to understand the competition is very huge. So
Yes.
every day, at least if I'm talking the LinkedIn, if if you have some time, so you can pick like 1 hour and 2 hours. So 25 to 20 opportunities every day you should able to apply. Ask the referral with the help of personalized note in the LinkedIn.
Right.
Okay, so these things which help you to job ready in your 90 days transformation, right? Your industry tools, there I told you your professional presence, your projects portfolio, and your data storytelling, which help you to improve your confidence. Okay,
Yes.
so this is all about my end, and yeah, thank you so much. But this is your initially 90 days journey if somebody are looking forward to become a data analyst, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you have a more question after this session, you will always connect with me, my email ID, my LinkedIn profile, and if you would like to uh, personalized help or mentorship from my end, right, where I will be able to guide you each and everything in the detailed manner that I told you, right?
Right.
And right, like how you can ask the referral, what is the cold email, what is the script that you are going to follow, the cold email, cold messages, like resume, how you can build ATS friendly resume. So these all things, how you can improve your data storytelling, what is the project that you are going to develop in your profile, which website you are going to follow, what kind of the resources you are going to follow, mock interview, right? Each and everything I will able to discuss if you are going to join my mentorship. That already uh, I have started 3 years ago, and there are so
Okay.
many people already joined.